I lay there, blindfolded, breathless, my body still tingling from my husband's touch. The room was quiet, warmth still wrapping around me, my mind lost in the moment. But then I felt it. The air shifted, a subtle change, something different. A soft step, a movement nearby. A slow realization crept over me. We weren't alone. Before we dive in, please take a quick second to like this video and hit subscribe. It's fast and easy, helps the channel more than you know, and ensures you don't miss out on the next videos. Thanks for being here. Let's begin. His hands were on me before I could think, firm, possessive, different. I gasped as he pressed me against the counter, his breath hot against my neck. His grip tightened at my waist, fingers tracing slow, deliberate circles down my spine. My body responded before my mind caught up, arching into him, craving more. This wasn't like him, not lately. For years, our touch had become routine, predictable. But tonight, something was different. There was urgency in the way he kissed me, his mouth claiming mine, his body crowding me like he couldn't get close enough. I barely managed a breath. "This how you plan to start our anniversary?" His lips curled into a smirk. "It's just the beginning." Heat coiled low in my stomach. The dim candlelight, the slow jazz, the unopened bottle of wine, everything I had thought was romance now felt like something else, a setup. I swallowed as he reached behind me, pulling something from the drawer. The soft whisper of silk against his fingers sent a shiver down my spine, a blindfold. My pulse hammered. "Trust me," he murmured, brushing my jaw with his knuckles. I hesitated, and his grip tightened just enough. "Do you trust me?" I exhaled, heat flooding my skin, then finally nodded. His smirk deepened. The silk slid over my eyes, and the world went dark. His fingers laced through mine, guiding me forward. I followed without hesitation, my breaths shallow, my skin humming with anticipation. Every step felt heavier, the floor cool beneath my bare feet as he led me toward the bedroom. The bed dipped as I reached it, and his hands found my waist again, steadying me. "Are you sure?" he asked, voice low, teasing but patient. I swallowed, my pulse hammering. "Yes." The rustle of fabric filled the space between us as he slowly slid my dress from my shoulders, his fingertips gliding over my bare skin. Every movement was deliberate, unhurried, giving me time to stop him if I wanted to. But I didn't. I wanted more. The silk of the blindfold heightened everything, the way his hands skimmed my hips, the way his breath warmed my collarbone before his lips followed. My fingers curled in the sheets as he guided me onto the bed, my heart racing as I felt the first slip of fabric around my wrist. He paused. "Tell me if you want me to stop." I exhaled a slow, shuddering breath before shaking my head. The soft press of restraints tightened, not too much, just enough to feel his presence, his control, my choice. The bed dipped, and then warmth, his lips, his tongue tracing paths down my body, coaxing shivers from my skin. Every flick, every slow circle sent a new wave of heat surging through me. My breath hitched, my back arched, but he took his time, building me up, keeping me on the edge. He knew exactly what he was doing. The pressure shifted, his hands tracing up my thighs before settling at my hips. A teasing pause, long enough to make me desperate. Then finally, he filled me, slow and deep. His rhythm was steady, deliberate. A moan slipped from my lips, my body moving with his, the tension coiling tighter with every thrust. He stayed close, whispering to me, drawing me further under, pushing me to the peak he'd been leading me toward all along. And when it finally hit, it unraveled me completely. I was still trembling, my body warm and weightless, the aftershocks rolling through me in slow, delicious waves. My wrists flexed slightly against the restraints, but I didn't want to move. I didn't want to break the moment. I was floating, breathless, my heartbeat still unsteady from everything he had just done to me. But then I felt it, the shift in the air. The space beside me was empty. I frowned, my lips parting, expecting his touch again, but it didn't come. Instead, I heard the soft creak of floorboards, the subtle rustling of fabric. He was moving away. My stomach dipped. "Honey?" My voice was still thick, hazy. He didn't answer right away. A pause, a hesitation, then the bed dipped slightly as he leaned closer, his fingers brushing my jaw, his lips just a breath away from mine. "I told you I had a surprise for you." My breath caught. I barely had time to process before I heard it, the door unlocking. The hinges groaned softly as it swung open. A chill ran down my spine. Someone else was here. "She looks even better than I imagined." Heat surged through me, my chest tightening, my breath coming in shallow, uneven gasps. I was still blindfolded, still tied, still breathless, and now we weren't alone. My breath came in short, uneven gasps, my senses sharper than ever in the darkness. I could hear him, both of them. The warmth of my husband's touch still lingered on my skin, grounding me, even as the presence of someone new sent a rush of heat through me. Was I nervous? Yes. But beneath that there was something else. Curiosity, want, anticipation. I swallowed hard as their voices drifted around me, low and teasing, filling the space between my own ragged breaths. "She's shaking," the stranger murmured, his tone edged with amusement. I felt my husband move closer, his fingers brushing my thigh, reassuring. "She's just taking it all in." His touch was a tether, an anchor, a reminder that he was here, that this was safe, that this was my choice. "She's beautiful like this," the other man added, his voice closer now. A shiver rolled through me, then a touch, not my husband's. A new set of fingers glided over my arm, slow, deliberate. I stiffened, my heart slamming against my ribs. My husband's hand was on me in an instant, his thumb tracing soothing circles against my hip. "If this is too much, just say so," he murmured. I exhaled slowly and then I relaxed. The tension stretched between us, the air thick with anticipation. No one moved. It was as if they were waiting for me, for my signal, for my permission. But then, a shift. My breath caught, and I shook my head slightly. I can't," I whispered, my voice soft but certain. The stranger's hand paused, then withdrew gently. My husband's fingers tightened on my hip, his voice calm, steady. "Okay," he said, no trace of disappointment, just understanding. The blindfold was carefully removed, the silk slipping away to reveal the dim light of the room. My husband's face came into focus, his eyes warm, reassuring. The other man, a stranger with kind eyes and a respectful nod, stood by the door, already stepping back. "You're all right," he said softly, his tone genuine. "Take care." My husband untied the restraints, his movements gentle, deliberate. The stranger left quietly, the door clicking shut behind him. I exhaled, my body still humming but my mind clear. My husband pulled me into his arms, his warmth enveloping me. "I'm sorry if that was too much," he said, his voice low, sincere. I shook my head, resting my forehead against his chest. "It's okay, I just need you." His arms tightened around me and he kissed the top of my head. "You've got me. Always." We lay there tangled together, the candles still flickering, the jazz still playing softly in the background. The night wasn't what I'd expected, but it was ours. And in that moment, I realized that was enough, more than enough. I didn't need a surprise, didn't need anyone else, just us, just this. If your partner planned a surprising twist for an intimate moment, would you embrace the unknown or choose to keep the connection just between the two of you? Share your thoughts in the comments.